In Mount Komorebi, it's about respect, and that is something that I demand.
Now that I have played hundreds of roles in my career, it is time to play myself.
After a lifetime of serving the Mormon Church, it is time to spread my wings and fly.
When you have your own approval, you will never need anyone else's.
God is my savior, my children are my reasoning, and my husband is my everything.
In a town filled with ice queens, this doll will always reign supreme.
My name is Kennedy Moon, and I live in the pinnacles of Mount Komorebi. I am blessed to live in such a beautiful area in the snowy mountains, as I wake up to the most scenic views every single day. I live somewhat of a lavish lifestyle, and unlike most of the Sims that live here, I don't live beneath my means. I have many staff that work for me. I have my very own chef who cooks us magnificent food every day, and have a pianist that comes here every evening to bless me with their talent. I am a pastor here at the Mount Komorebi Church. I was chosen by God at a very early age to bless Sims with my presence. I count my blessings every day that God chose me to help other Sims reach their full potential in this life. I'm married to Rick Moon, whom I had met through the church when I was just 19 years old. I have been running this church now for over 3 decades, and it is my calling. I have a 27-year-old daughter. Her name is Aliyah, and she is following in her mother's footsteps. She wants to become a pastor in the future. However, she has a lot to learn before she gets that opportunity. People assume that becoming a pastor is easy work and doesn't require much effort, but that couldn't be further from the truth. God has chosen me to teach the Book of Mormon to all of the Sims in Mount Komorebi because I am better than everyone else here.
My name is Skyler Johansson, and I am a professional writer here in Mount Komorebi. I have received many awards for my writing, with over 60% of my books becoming bestsellers. I have always been a lover of creative writing, and in recent years my love for it has only strengthened. That is largely down to the big change that is happening in my life right now. Up until last year, I was a highly devoted Mormon who spent practically every day of the week at the local church here in Mount Komorebi. But after a few personal struggles with my religion, and what is and isn't deemed sinful, I had to excommunicate myself from the church and therefore the religion entirely. Now that was not an easy decision to make, but it was a decision that I had to do in order for peace of mind. Since leaving the church, a lot of my friends and family decided to turn their backs on me, so it feels like I'm starting my life from scratch. But that was something that I had prepared myself for and sort of expected. That doesn't lessen the blow, however. I am incredibly hurt by some of the people that have turned their backs on me, especially Kennedy Moon, whom I looked up to like a mother figure. But regardless of all that, I am looking forward to starting this next chapter in my life. Whilst this is not going to be an easy ride, it is a ride that is going to make me feel so much better in the long run.
My name is Jenny Sanchez, and you may know me from my roles in Hollywood movies. I am a renowned actress who was born and raised in Mount Komorebi, however decided to embark on a career in show business when I moved to Del Sol Valley at the age of 20 years old. I have played lead roles in over 30 Hollywood movies, with my much-liked acting rewarding me with 5 Oscars. I have played every role imaginable, from a villain who continuously breaks the law, to starring in a sitcom that is all about love. Crazily enough, I met my now husband in this crazy world. His name is Hiromi, and we had met 6 years ago when we both played the lead role in a romance movie. I wasn't even looking for love at that time as I was so focused on my career. But he managed to sweep me off my feet both on camera and off. But now that me and my husband have seen it all and done it all, it's time that we start to focus on ourselves for a little while. I'm not going to retire from acting yet, but I feel like a break is much needed. And besides, I'm excited to play myself for a change rather than somebody else. I'm excited to show the media just how much of a goofball I am. Having played several egotistical assholes in my career, it's often assumed that I am an uptight biatch, and that couldn't be further from the truth. For the first time in my life, it's time to show the world just how much of a down-to-earth sim I am. Minus all of the glitz and glam, of course, a girl's gotta do what a girl's got to do.
My name is Cindy Pollard, and I am a stay-at-home mother here in Mount Komorebi. I was born and raised here, so Mount Komorebi, and especially my family home, is where my heart is. I am the proud mother of 2 fabulous children. I have a 7-year-old called Yin, of whom is growing way too quickly for my liking, and a beautiful 17-year-old called Yinrun. My beautiful Yinrun is embarking on a career in social media. She has just surpassed 200 followers on her social media, and I couldn't be any prouder of her. I am married to the very handsome Cheng Pollard. He is the real deal here in Mount Komorebi, as he is a highly successful businessman here. We like to uphold traditional values. He is the breadwinner, and I look after the children and provide him with a loving home. In our family, food is love. The way you get to my children's and husband's hearts is through their stomachs. I put my heart and soul into every meal, as every meal is an important event in our home. Come on guys, it's time for food. Family time is everything to me. I love my family so very much and cherish every single moment with them like it's our last. You never know what's around the corner, so grudges and arguments are not possible in our home. It's all love.
My name is Natasha Simmons, and I work in social media management. I have worked in social media management now for around 5 years, and I honestly love it. Contrary to popular belief, however, not everybody is a social media influencer nowadays. People just assume that you can have 200 followers on Instagram and boom, you are an influencer. It doesn't work like that. It takes thousands and thousands of followers before you can even consider calling yourself a social media influencer. But anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, I am originally from San Myshuno. I am fairly new to Mount Komorebi. I have only been here for roughly 3 months, so I am looking forward to making some friends. I live next door to Savannah Brooks. She welcomed me to the neighborhood the day I moved here and has been so friendly towards me. She seems like a really nice girl, so I am looking forward to getting to know her better. I have just come out of a long-term relationship of 12 years. Things just didn't work out between us as our feelings mutually faded for one another. We are still friends now, though, which has helped tremendously. I am just loving being single at the moment. There's something quite liberating about being a strong, independent woman, and I am definitely that. With this change, I have been able to put so much time into my career, and the rewards are showing. I'm getting further and further into social media management, and have received a promotion since moving to Mount Komorebi. Things are starting to look very exciting for me, and I am just super hyped to see what the rest of this year has in store for me.
My name is Savannah Brooks, or Sav if you are feeling nasty. I am a model for Vogue magazine, and I have broken records for being the first sim from Mount Komorebi to grace a Vogue magazine cover. I have modeled all across the world, and have been signed by numerous agencies. You may also recognize me for being Miss Universe 2023. The world is my oyster, and I have taken it by storm. I am married to my gorgeous husband, Amani. We were high school sweethearts and are the poster child for young love. He has instilled a confidence in myself that I never thought was possible. It's because of him that I decided to get myself out there into the modeling world. He has believed in me from day dot, and I am just so grateful for him. In our relationship, the roles are pretty much reversed. He is an amazing cook and takes care of me very well in that department. Honey, if I tried to cook, I'd end up burning this goddamn house down. Now in my spare time, I am a complete party animal. When I've had a drink or two, I come out of my shell completely. We are here for a short time, not a long time, honey, so may as well party it up at every opportunity. When I am not out on the town, I do love to engage in other hobbies such as reading. A lot of people think that just because I have a pretty face, I am not prone to enjoying a book or two. But the truth is, I am an absolute geek when it comes to sci-fi novels. I am very popular here in Mount Komorebi. Mount Komorebi is a rather small town, so the locals all know each other here. I am friends with the majority of Sims here, and for the minority that don't like me, well honey, they need to acquire some taste.